It tastes as good as it looks. This next dish will be a home run. We are making rainbow ravioli with Judy Strauss from the Charmed Kitchen. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for bringing such a delightful treat for us today. Not only do I think this is great for Easter, but it's great for springtime.
It is. It's a pasta that can be, you can have it year round, but I think the colors just sort of speak to spring and speak to Easter.
So you're making these rainbow raviolis. How do you create this so that it is multicolored?
Well, first of all, those are all natural colors. Everyone says, oh, you're using food coloring. That pasta dough is made with beets. That one's made with carrots. The green one's with spinach. You can use other vegetables. And then you start to mix the doughs together and roll them out. And the more you roll them and fold them, the more sort of mosaic they become.
They're turning into beautiful works of art.
They really do. And then to make the ravioli, I've got a little ravioli making thing here.
I love that you have these just unique pieces to make.
I know. Yeah, well, the shortcuts, these are the things that make it look really good. And you press in like that, and that makes the little holes for the cheese.
Ah.
So then all I have to do is get some cheese in each of these holes.
What's your preference? I know ricotta, right? But
well, you know, it's actually ricotta, Parmesan, mozzarella, and Asiago. So it's a 4 cheese. But I keep thinking one of these days I'm going to do like a 22 cheese.
Why not?
Ravioli.
I say the more cheese, the better.
And just see if we can actually, the ravioli would have to be the size of a small dog. I mean, 22 cheeses, how are you going to do that otherwise?
We can find a way, right?
So normally you do this a little more evenly, but we'll get that in like that. I'm going to brush the edges just with a little bit of water so it sticks.
Now this looks more of like an antique piece, is it? Or no, it's new? Okay.
No, it's not new, but you can still get them. I think I got this one at Gallucci's, but you can find them at specialties markets. And that's just to help it stick. Then I'm going to fold the dough over. I want to make sure I get to the end and press it down. There you go. And then to make it, the magic part happen, you start to roll it. And what the rolling pin does is it starts to cut the excess pasta off. It's hard to sort of see, but I'll get there and quicker than you might think.
Well, I feel like this is, I'm not sure, I'm sure there are a lot of ways to make ravioli. However, this seems pretty,
you can certainly,
you can
take a piece of pasta dough, put it down, space the cheese, put another piece on top. That's what most people do. This is a little faster. Easy. Well, and then we don't have it quite all, but you'll see what happens. When you flip it over, you just give it a good whack.
How cool is that?
Isn't that fun?
Well, I've come to find that I need to get one of these.
You have to get one of these. They're wonderful.
That is neat.
Isn't that fun? And I have another one at home that makes the little pierogies because we also did a pierogi
filling. So yes, she made pierogies too over here.
The dough is pretty much the same dough, but it's got the potato filling.
And then you also have the regular just noodles if you just want to make
I took some of the pasta dough and just ran it through I have a pasta roller, and then I ran it through the cutter and made some pasta, some
Now
noodles.
You also brought a little sauce with you.
I did.
Is this to go with
This is to go. I didn't get the pasta.
Or?
I didn't get the ravioli cooked to put it on. That's actually a carrot sauce. It's a really good sauce. It's got a little dill weed in it, a very spring-like, and a change up from having maybe a red sauce all the time.
Well, exactly, because I think that is normally a go-to. When you're thinking ravioli, you're thinking putting red or a cream sauce with it.
We think of Easter and bunnies and carrots making a fun sauce
I could be wrong, but is it healthier?
Well, tomatoes are pretty good for you, too.
Okay.
We won't mention the cream that's in there. No. It's carrots. It's a vegetable.
Our little secret.
Yeah, this is a vegetable.
So well then, now let's go back to the dough then, and how you create these so that you're making sure that again it's natural.
I use cooked beets and in the food processor and just beat it all up. If you want to make a batch of vegetable pasta dough like carrot, you can also buy. It's going to sound stupid, but you buy a jar of baby food, like carrot, because it's just carrot. And if you buy a jar of carrot baby food and add 1 cup of flour, you'll make enough pasta for like 2 servings.
Interesting.
So you can do it that way. This was just frozen spinach. This was cooked carrots, and then I put them in the food processor till they all beat up and mashed together. And you can freeze the dough. You can also freeze the ravioli.
And then this is just the regular one, right?
That's just a regular egg pasta. The pastas, when you make the vegetable-based pastas, I have to say the dough is softer. This is a really soft dough, and as you roll it, residual moisture from the vegetables tends to get in there. It's easier if you mix them with a little bit of an egg pasta dough.
To help give it more consistency.
And don't be afraid to roll it out a few times. If it starts to if it rips or it tears or it looks rough, fold it, add some more flour, and roll it again until it starts to have that smooth texture on it. Because they're a little trickier to work with, but if you mix them with some of the plain pasta first, it's easier.
Okay, good point, and that's good for people to know because we're going to put these recipes up on our website.
We will have them all
so
on
that
the
you can
website,
check those
yes.
out. But again, a quick little reminder for you here about the homemade pasta hands-on workshop that you have going on, 7 to 9 on Monday, April 10th. What's that going to be like?
Oh, that's going to be so much fun because people are going to be making these hands-on. And we're going to be making
So they'll learn how to do this.
They're going to learn how to do
homemade
this, and we're
pasta?
going to have the pasta rollers out so they can make homemade pasta. We'll have whole wheat pasta and Asian-style pastas and a whole bunch of different pastas for them to play with.
Fairview Hospital Wellness Center is the location there.
Yes.
$15 plus your $8 food fee.
Yeah.
When you're learning a trick like this that you've probably wanted to do your whole life, it's worth the cost.
It's well worth it. We have a
Thank you
good
so
time.
much, Judy, for being
Thank
here.
you for
Again,
having me.
We'll get the recipes up on the website for you as well. Thank you.